Good morning, everyone. Today we'll be discussing about the concept of HTML. HTML is nothing but hypertext markup language. As we have discussed in the previous class, mainly this language was said to be introduced for the purpose of the browsing purpose only, which is said to be used in the purpose of the browsers or in the web applications which it is said to be used. Okay, so there are two formats, so that if we will be discussing in this session. So in this session we will be discussing only the first part in this overview. The first part is nothing but we will be discussing about the origins and the evolution of HTML and XHTML, that we will be discussing. The other parts, that is basic syntax and standard document structure, we will be discussing in the next session. Okay, so let's move. So the origin of the HTML, or you can say even the XHTML, that we will be discussing. So what is HTML? You all know that is nothing but hypertext markup language. Okay, mainly this hypertext markup language consists of various tags and its own representation of how the documentation can be prepared. Okay, so mainly this was said to be developed for the purpose of the WWW, that is World Wide Web, which is said to be introduced, and it was said to be built with the help of SGML. SGML is nothing but standard generalized markup language. It was a markup language which was said to be having its own format of representation, and it had its own structure. Okay, later this structure was said to be changed, where it had to follow the stricter rules and regulations. Okay, mainly this language, it is said to be built using the concept of the ASCII codes, which are being meant to be developed. Each word, it has its own ASCII code, it has its own representation in the system in the binary format. Okay, so this is the part of your HTML. So when we move further, okay, so HTML was changed to XHTML. So XHTML is extended or extensible hypertext markup language. Okay, this HTML, it was said to be introduced as 4.0 in 1997. Mainly it had older features like a clean or a finally finished representation was not there in the beginning, but it was introduced for the documentation purpose in 1997. Then came the version that is 4.01 in 1999, which had little bit clearance for the document, where it was designed with a little bit changes within the format. Then came the XHTML 1.0 in 2000, where it has a stricter implementation, where it overtook the SGML. The representation was in a different way. If any problem was there, if any errors were there, those it was said to be displayed on the screen. HTML, whatever it was said to be displayed on the screen without any changes. But XHTML, if minor changes also, if minor errors are also existing, then it used to display the errors on the screen. Okay, so this was also introduced as an XML language in 2000. Then came the 1.0 XHTML in 2001, which was a little bit more modularized. Modularized means what? It was like differentiated into different modules, different parts, you can say. This XHTML, which had a more featured and more concept, it had the framing concept also in the 2001 1.1 version. 2.0 version, it was said to be abandoned the development because certain problems were there said to be existing in the XHTML. So then it came the HTML 5.0, it which was said to be introduced through the World Consortium, WWW Consortium, which recommended this concept, where it had the mixture of both HTML and XHTML. Though both were combined and both had its own feature to be introduced within the concept. Okay, these were the versions which was introduced from the beginning till now. HTML 5.0 is being used, which is the combination of both HTML and XHTML features. Okay, so what's the difference between HTML and XHTML is, here it didn't follow a very most rules, like it had these syntax rules which are said to be implemented, everything it was said to be used, but it had like little bit difficulty in documentation purpose, which was said to be overcome through the help of the XHTML, which had the stricter rules to design anything and whole cleanly. It was said to be developed through the help of the XHTML. Then came the minor syntax error which were there in the XHTML. It was said to be displayed on the screen with the errors bar, but when HTML you are said to be using, it doesn't display the errors, but it directly displays the content on the document. That was the difference between HTML and XHTML. XHTML, it displays the errors on the screen whenever it is being used. Okay, and it is said to be mainly this HTML was said to be compatible with any of the browsers, but XHTML, it is not too much compatible. Since HTML 5.0 was used, it is said to be more compatible with certain standardized rules and regulations. Okay, and last part which we will be discussing in this session is the editing formats of XHTML or HTML, which uses the text editors, the source editors, and the authorizing tools which are being used for the concept of HTML and XHTML. So the tools which are being used, you can check out the text editors. It uses the Notepad, Notepad++, Emacs concept, or the Chrisms editor it was said to be using. Source code editors, it used the Notepad++ and WebTile. And authoring tools, it is nothing but your Microsoft Expression Web, and you have the Dreamweaver, Adobe Dreamweaver, which is being used, and the Zomzer, which is said to be used for the purpose of tools which takes care of how the documentation happens, how it links from one end to another end, what concepts are used to link with the web. Everything it is being done in the HTML, various tools, editing tools which are being used. And this HTML, it has an extension, that is .html or HML or XML, that is being used. And whereas the any of the file names, when it is said to be introduced, it will be introduced with the index.html. Okay, whichever file is being specified. Okay, if the browser is said to be not accessing the file, any of the problems while it is said to be accepting the file, if any problem is there, then it will directly fetch the index.html and it displays in front of you. Other files, like if you are said to be rendering and you are said to be displaying those, it will not be if they are said to be having any error in displaying, then directly the index file which is there, it will be accepted and it will be displayed. Okay, one example is being given here, how the index file is being taken from the web server and it will be displayed. Okay, so remember the editing tools, you have the text editor, source editors, and authoring tools, and it has its own extension. It may be html.html, .htm, or .xml, like that extension it is said to be had. Okay, so these things which we have learned today is why you are said to be using the HTML, XHTML. Then the various differences between HTML and XHTML, versions of HTML and XHTML, and editing tools which are being used for the concept. Okay, so in the next session we will be learning about the basic syntax of HTML, and you will be learning even the structure of HTML, XHTML. Okay, thank you.